I'm Connor Hamilton with MGH Equipment, AntonioCarreroUS.com. In the garage this morning with an Antonio Carrero SR 7600 Infinity tractor. The 7600 Infinity has a hydrostatic transmission. So you've got 12 speed ratios. You've got two groups operated by a lever on your right-hand side, and that puts you into a work group or a transport group. And then you've got three hydrostatic ranges. So that gives you 6 ratios forward, 6 ratios in reverse. And the really cool thing that allows you is you've got all kinds of flexibility and preset options to optimize the operation of the tractor. So you've got basically two things you can set independently, and then you can also recall them together. So on the fly, by holding the button down, or ahead of time in the dash, going through the menus, you can preset your engine RPM. You can set it at 2300 and recall it with the push of the button later if you want to do 540 PTO work, about 1850 if you want to do 540 economy PTO work, or any speed in between, depending on whatever it is you're doing. You also have both an automotive style cruise control button and a pre-select recall button. So there's two drive modes here. You've got an automatic mode. The way you get into automatic mode is when you turn the key, when you have the throttle at the minimum throttle position, you're at idle. Then when you press on the accelerator or the throttle pedal, it simultaneously increases your engine RPM and your ground speed. If you keep pushing the pedal, the faster you'll go. And then when you have your speed set where you're happy in automotive mode, you can press your speed set button and it will save that speed. You can take your foot off the pedal and you'll keep driving. The way to cancel that is to hit the accelerator again, press the button again, press the clutch, or put the reverser in neutral. Any of those will stop the tractor. What you can also do is put it into manual mode. To go into manual mode, you use your hand throttle and you go ahead and turn it and set your engine RPM independently of the foot throttle. So you can run it up to 2300, about full throttle. Now when you press the foot pedal in manual mode, it just increases the ground speed, but it has no effect on your RPM. Likewise, you could set a lower RPM if you're wanting a more sensitive control to your ground speed, set it at 1800. Now when you press the pedal, you'll only increase your ground speed, not your engine RPM. And of course, your ground speed will only increase to whatever's possible with your given power setting. So not all ground speeds, high ground speeds are available if you're at low throttle. When you're in manual mode, then you can really take advantage of the capabilities of this tractor. It's called dual memo. And so when you're in manual mode, you press the dual memo button, which I'll show you on the dash later. And then you press your cruise recall button. And now, if you're in forward or reverse, you do have to choose a direction, and you tap the pedal, it simultaneously recalls your preset engine RPM and your preset ground speed. And that is a really powerful feature of this tractor. So why don't you join me in the cab and we'll go over the push button controls. Here in the cab of the SR 7600 Infinity, you've got a great view of all of the operating buttons for the dual memo cruise control, as well as sending things to the joystick and some other cool functions. So to start, you've got your plus and minus button. That controls your ranges, 1, 2, 3, up and down, as well as when you are in automotive mode and you've set your ground speed, you can use these buttons to increase and decrease your ground speed. Next button is your engine RPM memo button. You can set that on the fly by holding the button down, as well as setting it in the dash and then just using that button to recall your preset RPM. Then the really cool button, here is your dual memo. So when you press that and then press your speed memo button, choose a direction and tap the accelerator, it automatically brings your engine RPM up to your preset value and your ground speed up to your preset value. And that is just a really cool feature of this tractor. Then moving over, you've got the button to send your reverser control to your joystick. This auto button sets auto ranges, so you're not shifting ranges with your buttons here. The tractor, as you give it more throttle, it will automatically go through the ranges to increase your ground speed. Then, as I talked about earlier in the video, this is like in your car, where you get up, you set your speed, say you're going 3 miles an hour down the road, you hold that button down and it automatically captures your ground speed. If you want to just use your ground speed memo button, you press that and it won't have any effect on your engine RPM. It will just recall your previously set ground speed. So now we'll take a look at the dash and I'll show you how all this is programmed. All right, so you press your menu button. That takes you into your main menu. Then you've got your speed preset. So here we're at 2 miles an hour. We can go up and down by tenths. Press and hold the menu button. You see a wait, OK. Enters it into memory. Then you're back to the main menu. Now let's go over to engine RPM. Press menu to go in. You see we have it set at 2300. Again, you go up and down in 10 RPM increments. Say you want it to be 2250. Hold menu, wait, OK, returns to the main menu. And so it's as easy as that to get in and change your parameters. And now everything is live on your dual memo RPM and speed button. You're off and running. So thanks for watching and have a great day.